This is fun. I just thought while I jumped on that I would just play with a little magic wand that showed up on my going live thing. So I'm going to put this back. This is going to be a, there we go, a demonstration, especially for you new people, on how to apply LipSense. When you got your package, you should have received a little card that has some tips on it. And I created that when I first became a distributor, so I was new to LipSense myself. So I may have some extra information for you in this video. And I mean, it's just a little bit easier to watch and learn. I know I am more of like a person that likes to watch instead of reading and trying to figure out. So you kind of get the best of both the worlds. You've got your tips card and your application card to give you step-by-step instructions, but I'm going to give you the lowdown in this video. So if anybody does by chance jump on, I'm not really expecting anybody because of the time that I'm going live right now. But if you're there, give me some comments so that I know that my comments are working and so I can say hi to you. So I actually do have a full face of Senegence on. So for those of you that are brand new or going back to look at this video, please select option 2 in the comments so that I know that you're watching a copy of this, the recorded version. But I don't want you to think that LipSense is the only long-lasting part of cosmetic that this company offers. We have every single piece of makeup that you can think of is a long-lasting makeup, so it will last from when you put it on to when you take it off. And there's also a lot of skincare, so don't think that we're stopping at LipSense. We've got a lot more to offer. But let's talk about this amazing LipSense. This is the booming product. This is what pretty much put Senegence on the map. Is we are the original long-lasting lipstick that actually works and that actually stays on. You're going to get the lasting of anywhere between 4 to 18 hours. The reason why you might only get 4 hours is because you might have to go through an exfoliation phase. The difference within the time is because we all have a different pH in our bodies. And so that makes a difference on how long your lips are going, I don't want to call it a stain because it's not, your lip color is going to last. It molecularly bonds to your lip, especially that first layer. And I did not know that I had a dehydration problem going on with my lips. I didn't think that I was going to have to go through an exfoliation phase because I didn't really wear lipstick at all. I put it on in the morning every once in a while before I went to work, and by the time I got done drinking my coffee, it was off, and I didn't want to put any more on, so I was done. But I did wear a lot of chapstick, and chapstick has wax in it. Our lipsticks have wax in it. Lip gloss has wax in it. So that kind of stuff is going to dry out your lips, and it's not actually helping your lips. I mean, you might feel that refreshness of putting on chapstick at first, but then you're reapplying it because you're still not hydrated. So I didn't know that I had that problem, and I went through the exfoliation phase, and it actually took me 2 months, but I held on and I got through it. And I am now wearing my LipSense up to anywhere between 8 to 10 hours. I feel like some colors last longer than others, or maybe I'm just hydrating myself that day better. You have to make sure that you're drinking water. I am horrible at hydrating myself. I don't know why I'm like not in the hospital hooked up to an IV almost on a weekly basis because I just don't drink enough water. But I'm trying to fix that, not only for my health, but so that my lipstick will last longer. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be straight up and forward with you on the card that you have received for the application. The number 1 tip is to go ahead and grab soap and grab water and wash your lips with soap and water. How many of you have been wearing LipSense and sometimes skip that part? When I first started wearing LipSense, I was like, I don't need to do that. I thought that all I needed to do was just get a water on this rag because I'm lazy. Like just pumping one little thing of soap on my rag is all I needed to do. But I just went ahead and just used a rag and wiped off my lips with water. And I did notice that there was stuff, that makeup that was on my lips that I got off, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool. However, I noticed that whenever I actually did pay attention to those rules, I actually did get a little bit more longer of a wear, and it just felt better on my lips to have that, for sure, squeaky clean lips, okay? So that is step number one. So I usually whenever I do my application videos, I let you guys know that I had already done that. But I'm not going to skip anything. I'm going to go through the whole thing, the whole shebang. So I just have a little bit of soap there. And I just mesh it into and I'm going to go ahead and soap and water, clean my lips. Okay, so there is a little, see that whiteness? That's between the soap and the makeup that I like to have foundation on. So you'd be amazed at the stuff that's on your lips. So anything, you really want your lips to be a clean palette. And that's for your face too. When you're putting on your makeup looks better and less like that grody look when you have a really clean surface. When you're scrubbing your face and you're doing like your skincare and then you go and put on a fresh coat of makeup, yeah, your skin's gonna look a little bit better. So that's what I'm asking you to do. Give your LipSense a chance, okay? So, soap and water. I still feel like there's some soap on there, so. Happy Friday, guys. I have to take my daughter to preschool. I love doing that, dropping her off and then going to pick her up, and she's like, yay. Okay, next step. Okay, we washed our lips. Now, this is one of the steps that I actually do not have on the cards, and I think that it can really help anyone that does have to go through that exfoliation phase. I noticed that it does help the longevity of LipSense. So what that is you grab your oops remover, and you might be thinking, oh, I thought that's what's for to take it off, but it is to take it off. But I'm going to give you a tip to help your LipSense stay on longer. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and apply this. Really good. I'm going to tell you why. It's so buttery, it feels so good. The reason why I think that this little tip that us distributors have figured out helps is because LipSense stays on your lips better and longer when your lips are healthy and moisturized. I know you might be thinking that a long-lasting lipstick or lip color is going to dry out your lips. That was my first instinct. That sounds like that's going to dry out my lips. But strangely enough, LipSense is actually going to reverse what damage has already occurred on your lips and actually help your lips get a lot more healthier. Is that a right sentence? And because the healthier that your lips are, the more longevity that you're going to get out of your lip color. So don't think that your lips are going to dry out, because it's the direct opposite. And if you are new to LipSense and if you are struggling and going through that exfoliation phase, having this, now this has a lot of vitamins in it, and it's kind of throwing this on really quick and just letting it sit on your lips anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, I would say, is going to kind of like just quickly maybe throw in some moisture into your lips. And it kind of, I guess, starts your lips off with moisture for the day. So you're obviously going to want to take this off though. So what I normally do, because I normally don't stand here and talk to myself, I swear I don't. So normally what I do is after I put this on, the other important thing is that you want to shake your LipSense, okay? So this is how I kind of remember it. When you don't have that card in front of you, you want to do soap first, you're going to put your oops on second, and then you're going to shake second. So SOS. Someone help me. Okay, so SOS, those 3 steps will help you with your LipSense, especially if you're starting out and if you're going through the exfoliation phase and you want to get longer wear while you're waiting for your lips to become healthier, okay? So you want to shake up your LipSense. Shaking up is 100%, you always have to do it. After your lips are already healthy, you want to shake up the ingredients. The patent is in the color, okay? It's not in the gloss that you put afterwards. So all of the magic is in this tube of color, and there's a ball in there for a reason. You must mix all that fun stuff up that's in there. It's 92% natural and 2%, 98% natural, 2% science. So you need to make sure all of those goods are mixed up in there. I would say 20 to 30 seconds, make sure you're mixing up your color. Don't forget to do that. I did a lot whenever I first became a LipSense wearer, okay? So I don't want to leave that remover, the Oops remover on my lips because hello, that's supposed to take off my lipstick. So we want to make sure we get that off. I do not always do the Oops step because my lips are on the healthier side now that I have been wearing this stuff for a while. So no, you don't always have to do that. I'm just saying, if you wanna, it's an option, okay? Okay, so now we're mixed up. The next thing that we wanna do is make sure that our lips are completely dry. And you wanna leave your lips flat when you're applying your LipSense. You also want to do extremely thin layers, and you're going to do 3 layers. The first layer is going to molecularly bond to your lip. The second layer is actually pretty much going to be the color for you. The third layer is the layer that is going to probably do a little bit of wearing from the eating, and sometimes like if you eat oily foods or if you're drinking alcohol, over time that top layer is going to be the one that might come off a little bit. So because that one's going to come off, then you have your second layer. But the first layer is the one that's molecularly bonding to your lip. However, because you're wearing 3 layers of LipSense, you can wear different colors and mix the colors and create a whole new customized color. So if you have more than one color of LipSense, you can do like one color of this, another color of something else, and then put this one back on top. That's going to create a different look. So you're getting more shades. If you only have 2 colors, I think it's 6 or 8 different colors. If you have 3 LipSense colors, you get, is it 32? So you get 3 LipSenses for the price of, like you get 32 LipSenses for the price of 3. So it's no longer sounding expensive. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 layers and watch what I'm doing. Like, okay, this one actually, this one's Napa. I'm gonna do Napa because someone suggested that. See how there's a gob on the end of that? You don't want that. You want to wipe it off because again, you're doing 3 layers. So the first layer or 2 might not be to your liking, but each layer that you put on the color will get darker, okay? So you want to get that off. You're gonna go straight like that, and I'm gonna sound stupid. And I'm gonna try looking in the mirror and at you guys at the same time. You don't wanna go back and forth. You can't go back on top of it. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna lift it, and then I'm gonna go like towards my edge a little bit more. Sometimes I go the same way, but sometimes I go that way and then I come back this way. So if you see me go back and forth, I'm not sure what my hand's gonna do. I'm not going over what I already did. I'm going on like the fronter layer or you know, I'm just not going back on top. Okay, again, I'm going to wipe that off. Okay, laying flat. Okay. Now, inside is like your waterline, and you don't want to ignore the waterline, so try to do your best at getting on the inside, although it's wet in there, so try to get the driest part. And the corner. Okay, that's layer number 1. And you really don't have to wait too long. I noticed that the matte colors just take a little bit longer to dry, but the shimmer and the frost don't take as long. You can go on top of the color. You just still need to go the same direction that you went last time. Gotta get my peak here. Okay. Okay, that was two. If anybody's there, say hi. Give me hearts or say hello. I don't know why I'm shaking it again. Okay, last layer. It's pretty, huh? Okay, that was the third layer. And now you have your gloss. Now you'll notice that your color might stick a little bit, and that's normal. So this is where the color and the patent in the product, okay? Can you get what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's hold on the gloss. Okay, you don't have to shake this. No color on the wand. Now you can mesh your lips together. You've been waiting to do that this whole time. You'll notice when you put this on, you really need it in the corners of your lips. That gloss feels so good. Okay, let's do the proof. Crazy. No color. It's so amazing. Like, that will never, ever, ever get old. Okay, what else can I tell you? Yes, baby. You want to say hi to everybody?
What are those pictures, the cat and the moon on?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. The cat and the moon? Will you show me when I'm done? I'm almost done.
But, no, I mean on your phone.
Oh, and here, I think that's a new thing with the live videos. I can choose one of those things, and it'll change it. I'm going to entertain her real quick. See? LipSense looks good with a sleepy head. So, that's fun. All right, guys. So, I want to finish up. That's so funny. So what I want to finish up explaining is you do want to, now when you are new to LipSense, hold on, I'll be right with you, okay? Please?
After I'm done with your
Yes.
episode.
Yeah.
But Mommy, I want to talk.
Okay, I will be right with you. I will be right with you.
I want to talk to the girls and then I want to point
Okay, okay. I will let you do that as soon as I'm done talking. Can you be patient? Thank you. Okay, so what you want to do is when you are new to LipSense, you're going to apply your gloss throughout your day. You're going to do this no matter what, however long that you've worn LipSense before. Even once your lips are healthy, you are going to want to apply this a couple times throughout the day. So I'm to the point where I really only have to apply this an extra 2 or 3 times throughout my day. But I did notice, because my lips were not healthy and they were on the dry side, I was noticing that I had to probably apply this maybe every hour and a half to every 2 hours. So no, first off, I want you to know that you're not going to have to continue to do that often throughout the day once your lips are healthy, okay? But it is going to help the longevity of your LipSense, and I do recommend that you put this on before you eat, because it's kind of protecting that first layer that I was talking about. And you kind of want to keep that first layer on as long as you can. Also, I want to talk about that waterline. When you have a bright color or a really dark color that's very noticeable when it's washing away from the waterline, it's gonna happen. It's going to not last as long as the rest of your lips. So you can either, one thing, not really care about it, because your lighter colors, you're not going to notice it. Your medium colors, you might sort of notice it, but your bright, bold colors, I have a tip that if you would want to carry your LipSense with you, you can, because it's a waterline, you can dry that waterline off. And first off, when you're applying the LipSense, you can really dry that waterline off and make sure you're applying 3 layers to that waterline. So if you want to try to nick it in the bud as much as you can right off the bat, I would recommend to focus on your waterline when you're applying it. And leave that there, babe. So let's say it does wear off in like 5 hours. What you want to do is you would just put 1 layer where your waterline is, and then you can let that dry. And then if you want to, if you feel like it's not really evened out in the color, I never really had that problem though. Just doing the waterline has been fine for me. But I've noticed that some people put the 1 layer on the waterline to kind of cover that up. And then you can put another layer on your whole lip to kind of just keep it all looking together, you know. Again, I really only needed to do 1. I think I was wearing blue red once, and I just felt like I had to do the waterline, and I just did 1 swoop, and then I put my gloss on and I was fine. Now, if you don't want to do that and you don't want to carry around your LipSense, a hack is if you have the Bougainvillea gloss. I think that this could work with many colors, because the Bougainvillea gloss has some color to it. So it's like a pinkish. Let me put it on my hand so that you can see. Now these glosses, they are not the long wear, okay? So if you're wearing this on top of your LipSense and you take a drink off of a glass, you're gonna see some pink left behind. But if you were to carry this Bougainvillea gloss, because it has that tint, it's kind of gonna put that, it's gonna create like a cognito sense. Can you follow what I'm saying here? Between breaking up the color that you might have lost in your waterline, okay? The only time you're really gonna notice your waterline if you're like really talking and you're kind of like this, and then you'll start to notice the difference in the color like that. You know what I'm saying? But when your lips are like that, you don't see it at all. So it's up to your preference. Those are really only for the really, really dark colors. What else? Wear your gloss at night when you go to bed. Kind of, it's like a beauty trick to get your lips healthier faster. The moisture is in the gloss. So the glossy gloss is the most moisturized gloss that we sell. And that's why when we sell our kits, we give you the glossy gloss and not one of those other colorful or shiny ones, because this one's going to give you the most moisture that your LipSense needs, especially for you first timers. But you can do one of those specialty glosses, but I do recommend that when you're first put on your LipSense, I don't care if you've been wearing LipSense for 10 years, you should first seal it with your glossy gloss, and then when you're adding another gloss throughout the day, go ahead and try one of those specialty glosses. They are fun. I like the sparkly ones. I just put Leah, she likes the sparkly ones, or I put the Bougainvillea gloss on her. She has fun with that. But I've never put her in LipSense yet. I think for Halloween I'm going to do that. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything because I want to be able to refer brand new people to this. So you're going to start with soap. You're going to go ahead and you can put the oops on. You're going to shake up your LipSense. You're going to do 3 thin layers. Make sure your lips are flat when you're applying. Don't forget your waterline. And I never even knew what a waterline was. Guys, I never wore lipstick, I'm telling you. And I'm hearing this thing about a waterline. And I'm like, oh, what is she talking about? So if you felt the same way, I'm right there with you, girlfriend. Okay. Apply your gloss. And then you want to repeat your gloss a couple of times, depending on how moisturized your lips need. Basically, if your lips are on the drier side, this gloss, your lips are gonna suck it up. So you're going to have to apply it again because your lips have been very thirsty and they're like, thank you for this because you've been putting other stuff on that hasn't been moisturizing. So your lips are sucking that up. So once your lips are moisturized, you're not going to need the gloss as much. Understand? Does that make a little bit more sense? I hope it does. Applying your gloss before you eat, maybe hamburger, or if you're going to go out for a glass of wine, definitely just would recommend maybe just use it as a rule of thumb. I'm going to be chowing down on something. Maybe I'll apply some gloss to help my color stay on longer. It's kind of like a little bit of a protection barrier. If you need to touch up those really dark ones, you can just do 1 layer over that waterline, or you can try to use a specialty gloss. I would recommend the Bougainvillea because that's the one that has the darkest tint out of all of them. Most of them kind of have like a little bit of tint or like a whitish tint or a sparkle. So the Bougainvillea, I think, it kind of can be a good hack for you. Put your glossy on at bedtime. That will help you get moisturized. And don't give up. If you're going through the exfoliation phase, girlfriend, I feel you. A lot of people get through the exfoliation within a month, and it took me 2 months. And it can be annoying sometimes if you're trying to get through a work day and your LipSense is only lasting 5 hours or 6 hours. I was there, and I was a distributor, and I was there, and I almost felt like people were like, why isn't Dana wearing her LipSense if she's going to be using this stuff? Well, I was just going through an exfoliation phase, so I was only able to get 5 to 6 hours out of it, so it wasn't lasting me 8 hours, but I'm there now. I can wear my LipSense to work and it's getting me through my 8 hours, sometimes 10 hours. I will wake up with this stuff sometimes on. So I'm finally to that point. So just don't give up on it, and don't do other products in between, because then you're just going to mess up the exfoliation phase. Don't go back to that chapstick. Don't go back to that wax lipstick, because now you're just drying out your lips again. We're trying to get you away from that and get you to healthy, voluptuous lips, and so you don't need that. We do have a lip balm, so if you don't want a gloss, I can offer you a lip balm. You don't wear that with LipSense. It's actually even more hydrating than the glossy gloss. So if you want to really zap at your lips and get them really, really moisturized, let them drink all of that up, fall and winter, a lot of people are jumping and getting some chapstick, so don't get chapstick. Get a balm, and I do have some here. I think I have 2 left right now, but I can order more as well if anybody else wants them. Okay, is that it? Do you guys want to see more magic? Do I have anything white to show you? Yeah, baby. Yeah, you want to come say hi?
Yeah, I like to touch the things.
Okay, so here's a cloth.
Mommy,
Nothing. Now I have stuff in my mouth, though.
Mommy, can I come in?
Huh? You want to talk to the ladies?
Yeah, and I can point
Okay,
out.
so that's it. Leah's going to have fun, so if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome. Say hi, girls!
Hi.
We still didn't put her hair up. Do you want to look like at the kitty?
Yeah. And then I can do all them.
Aww.
Oh, wait, I want to talk.
I know. Say hi.
Yeah.
Say hi. Aw, we're good. Oh, it's got me too.
Yeah, me.
Okay, guys, you have a wonderful Friday. This is Leah and Dana coming to you for a LipSense review on how to apply. If you're new, welcome. I will be in and out throughout the weeks and throughout the months, and I always explain and share information about LipSense and all of our other products. So if you're interested in anything else, let me know and I'll do a demo for you. Have a good day! And it's not bedtime.